Well, then you take this hot bottle with this topper that it holds it, you sprinkle water all over your clothes, and then you roll them up.
Yep.
See right there, we're coming up, we can go and see that thing coming in.
Yep.
Push back. Hey, this is Russ McClellan with Small Towns Unscripted and Frontline Real Estate Chelan. But guess where I'm at today? There are worse places. I'm in Stehekin. I'm at the landing right now. We just wrapped up an episode with Peggy and Wendy. The setting couldn't be any better in the iconic Buckner Orchard. Peggy even sings a song, so I hope you tune in. You know, I've been coming here since I was a kid, and you know, if there's a place that's timeless, it's Stehekin. So if you get a chance, check it out. Welcome to Small Towns Unscripted. And Wendy, what was your last name?
Garfoot.
Garfoot. And is Brun Garfoot?
My son.
Your son. Yeah. And he's up here too, right?
He lives in Manson, but
Manson.
he's part owner in the boat company.
The boat company now, yeah, that's right.
Courtney,
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I recognize that name. I've heard it somewhere.
And this is Peggy Courtney. Hi, Peggy. Good thing we're on time. We're a little bit late, so
No
I
comment.
I feel like
apologize.
this is Stehekin time.
Yeah, we're on Stehekin time now. We went from Chelan time to Stehekin time.
It's a thing. It's a real thing.
It's real.
It's a real thing.
And this is Nicole Turner, and I'm Russ McClellan. This is fun. So we came up in the boat this morning, and it's like this place just is timeless. You know, I remember coming as a kid, and there's so much I want to talk about, but I don't know where to start, other than I know that your family's been here, and you've been here for a long time. So maybe we could just kind of start about, for people that aren't familiar with the history and the family and how everything that and where it started, maybe like your grandparents or wherever.
Well, this is our sixth generation now. We're starting on our sixth generation up here. I'm not crazy good at history. My brothers are a lot better at it than I am, so they'll tell you the dates and exactly when things happened. They know a lot more than I do. But Moore Point originally was homesteaded, and that's how our family got started. And then, of course, our grandfather homesteaded up here, and then it's just been going strong from there. We got just about everywhere you look in the valley, you'll see a relative. You know, got a pretty big family.
5, 6 brothers?
We had 6 brothers. Yeah, 5 still living here.
That's
Yep.
amazing. 5 out of 6. Wow.
Do you know what brought your grandfather here to Homestead?
I do not know that exactly. Like I say, that's another interview with my brothers. They'll
Sure,
tell you
we'll
a
have
lot
to.
more about that.
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing the history of why they came out to you. Yeah.
And Wendy, you said you guys came up here in the 1970s?
We came in 1970.
You and your husband Phil?
My husband, Bill, right? Yeah, he worked, he came here seasonally for the Park Service. The park was new then. It was just started in '68, so. And the superintendent at that time, Phil had worked for him in the Tetons. That's where we were seasonally before that, and so he wanted Phil to come here. And there was an article that came out in National Geographic about Stehekin, and we thought, oh, well, that's interesting, you know. So we came here, and I'm still here.
You're still here. And we're sitting in the Buckner Orchard right there, right? And that's kind of, that's an iconic place. And now this is all part now of the Parks Department?
Yes, the Park Service bought the Buckner Orchard in 1970, I think it was, yeah. And so it was just when it was new when we came here. And we had the good fortune because they needed somebody to watch the place because there was still equipment and private property. And so I said, I'll do it. And so
And
here
so
we are.
Did you guys, who takes care of the orchard now? It looks manicured.
Yeah, this is taken care of by the Park Service,
okay.
and we have an amazing orchardist here that is doing a fabulous job, Lori Thompson. Yeah, she just escaped a few minutes ago.
She escaped. She saw Hector, the cameraman. She's at it. And then all these cabins are they're all iconic.
Yeah.
This is where the Buckner family lived. for a long
Yeah.
time.
This was the house that they had
Behind
3
us, the
daughters, and
cabin.
they were raised in that house, and this was their playhouse over here, and the barn, and this is a above ground root cellar.
Oh, wow.
And then the cabin over there is the original cabin that when the Buckners bought this property in 1910, that was the Buzzard cabin. There was a little Bill Buzzard that lived there.
Bill Buzzard.
Yeah, so,
That's fun.
yeah.
Good old Bill Buzzard.
Yeah.
I bet he
And
was
then
a
they
good dude.
planted this orchard. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. The trees are just beautiful. So you said her name was Lori that's maintaining them?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. And then for the apples, do you guys, when they get picked, do they just go to the people that live in the community
They
or?
go to everybody,
Everybody.
whoever wants to pick.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. And this weekend we have our annual Harvest Fest. Goes all weekend, but on Saturday everybody out here will be picking apples and pressing cider all day long.
And then the bears are disappointed after that.
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd my fruit go?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So, Peggy, you're the one girl and 6 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that like growing up here? Because you guys, they still go to school here to about the 8th grade before they
Yeah,
go
K
somewhere.
through 8.
So what was that like?
What was it like? Well, at times it was hard. I remember being as a kid. It was,
Hmm.
you know, it wasn't all fun, but looking back at it, I mean, it was a great childhood too.
You never had any arguments with your brothers, did
Oh,
you?
not a one.
No, how could you? They're just boys.
I had 2 sisters and no brothers. So
How do you think I got the nickname Spicy?
yeah, sweet, spicy. I got it. That's the name of the podcast.
She had to. You know, that's survival right there.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank
Crack the whip, man.
you. Yeah, no, it was great. I think, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking about, you know, when I was in my teens, I did day rides and worked with the horses and stuff. And I remember thinking as a kid, you know, typical kid attitude, I don't want to do this, you know, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
And when I moved down lake, I thought, man, I'd give anything to go back and do day rides. I love that.
Is it like in that time frame? Was it traumatic to like to leave here and go integrate with a public school, coming from a smaller school?
Yes, it was. I went to high school in Chelan for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, about 2 weeks. That's all it took. So I had decided that I wanted to give it a try, and my parents said, well, okay, but they were still working. They were still out on trips when school started. So I lived with Wes and Marcel. I lived in their basement. And yeah.
Parkway Motel.
Right. Do you remember that,
Yeah.
Parkway?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was 14, and yeah, I was really out of place. I mean, they were good people, so they were looking out for me. And John and Carl were in school. They're a couple years ahead of me, John Wilsey and Carl Fellows. And they were kind of looking out for me too, but they were, you know, in different grades. So, you know, I did like the teachers. I did actually like the school, but you know, the misfits approached me first, and I really wasn't equipped to know how to handle that. And
Yeah.
so back then we didn't have internet, so I wrote a little note to Mom and Dad saying, I want to come home. Is it okay? And they sent me a note back with the captain on the boat. That's how I sent the note up. And they sent the note back to me saying, yes.
So
you may come home.
you just homeschooled after that, kind of? Is that how that worked?
Yeah, I didn't actually complete high school for a long time, and then I went on to be an accountant, so I did further my education, just enough to get the college credits for it. But, the good thing about that was, you know, we lost our father the next year. So I came home and got to spend the last winter with him,
Oh, good.
and that was
It's meant to
really a blessing. When
Yeah.
I look back at that, I think, oh,
Wow.
I'm so glad I came
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I felt that my dad died in 2020, and we were, you know, I was blessed to be able to work with him.
He's a great guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My whole life, you know, whether it was in our apple, and I bought a pear orchard when I got out of college, and then we did that together, and then real estate was always there. And then when the apple deal kind of ended, he kind of got into the real estate deal with me, and he'd fix up houses. It was kind of funny because my mom would, like, we were flipping houses for a while, and my mom would move in and she'd bake apple pies, and then my dad would manicure the yard, and then I'd just send clients up. I didn't have to do much. Like, they're like, I love your parents so much, I'm just going to buy the house. I'm like, you're the best salesman I got.
I think everybody loved your parents.
Thank
I
you.
don't know anybody that didn't.
But when he passed away, and I remember thinking, you know, years ago that I was going to jet out of Chelan and Manson and just, you know, go do things, and then magically got pregnant and had a baby, and then I said, I think I'll stay. And had another
Magically.
one. Yeah, magically. And And the next thing you know, I stayed, right, the whole time and raised my kids in Chelan. But when he passed away, to your point, it was amazing, that feeling. Like I was so lucky to have him in my home when he passed away. And my mom too, Kelly, my sister, taking care. We kind of had to split them up because they both had dementia. But it was like something about that, just being with him at the last.
Yeah.
And all that time we had, it was magical for sure. And I was very grateful that I didn't, like so many people have to. I was very lucky to be able to find a way through good times and not so good times. Just find a way to stay in the valley, and that's hard to do, for everybody. So I really get that point, and it's good memories to have. So.
Yeah.
And so I bet your mom was a strong woman too, probably.
She was a strong woman. She had to be.
Yeah.
But she was also a very gracious woman. My favorite memories of her were, she cooked on the pack trips, and she worked her little body hard. And she was a very good hiker, and you couldn't keep up with her. I mean, she was athletic, and she had a lot of energy. But she came home off those trips and she was dog tired for a good reason. She'd been working her bum off. But if somebody would inevitably show up to the house, because that's how it was, nobody called ahead. You just show up and come visit. And she would be tired and really wanting to take a shower and just go to bed. And she would just open the door, just like you were talking about earlier. To open the door and say, "Come on in, I'll put the coffee on. I got some cookies here. Have you had dinner?" She was just the most gracious lady. Yeah. And my parents were like that. They were very selfless people in a lot of ways. My brothers and I talk about them like, wow,
Yeah, it's a commonality among that generation. It's we talked to Earl Stanford. I don't know if you know Earl Stanford and Judy, but Earl's one of our early podcasts when we first started, and he said, kids would just walk and be outside all day, and then if the kid didn't come home, well, they probably went to the Smith's house and stayed the night.
Exactly.
And there's no cell phones. There's no, it wasn't a big deal, right? And that concept of just showing up and knocking on a door it's kind of gone.
Yeah.
But at the time, that was very normal.
Right. People don't even like you to call them anymore.
Yeah.
Don't call me, text me, or
No kidding. Yeah.
I laugh.
True.
I had an agent tell me, a younger agent tell me once, it's rude to call somebody without texting them and asking them first. And I was like,
wow.
I'm getting old. I think I got to kind of adapt. I'm not sure I understand that in sales.
Exactly.
Like this is harder for me. But it changes, and it's part of the fun thing about being in real estate. We get to see a lot of different generations of people.
Right. And then yet now we, I think loneliness is at its all-time high. Now.
It is. It is. I agree. And especially up here, I would imagine that being creative and becoming a critical thinker, and it's kind of our era to be outside. And if you were home before dark, it was something. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
But you cause problems and solve problems. And I think some of that, when we're behind the keyboard and behind social media and we're watching people live their lives, at least what they show us that their lives are, which isn't always their true life.
Mostly isn't,
and I think there's I don't know what it is exactly, but I do see where people think that everybody else is perfect because that's all they're seeing. And that does create like insecurity in a lot of people. Like, I don't have that, and I'm not that good looking, and I'm not that talented. In reality, we're all people.
Right. It's very unhealthy to compare yourself to that. Most people use filters. They only take the best pictures of themselves. They only say the greatest thing about their life. Yeah, it's not good. I know young people really struggle with it. And I have known young people that have really gotten too far depressed over comparison by social media. It's not good.
I would wonder if that leads more and more families to try to relocate to a place like Stehekin.
Yeah,
I think it does.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
To me, from the outside looking in, like I grew up in Manson, which I had like 20 kids in my class. So it was kind of pretty different, right? It was smaller, and but nothing like this. You probably how many kids in the whole K through 8?
We have 12
now. This year.
And there's notices on our post office, so we all go to the landing to get our mail. So that's where you advertise things. But there's like a couple of letters there of families that would like to rent a house this winter so they can put their kids in school.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be
I love
cool.
that.
I think I'd love my grandkids to come here and go to school.
Yeah.
You know, they're 6 and 3. That'd be like unbelievable.
Mhm.
I told my daughter she has 3 years to bring him back, or I'm going to bribe her. And she said, "I'll think of a number." That's not the answer I was looking for.
You
I thought,
offered.
I
You
was-
set yourself
good
up on that
reply.
That's
one.
not exactly what I meant. It's like, hopefully you want to come back in 3 years. No, she does, but she's doing well.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
So then, how long have you guys known each other? Just forever?
So I was probably young. I was born in '67. So
67,
you came
okay.
here
And I
and-
came in 70, and you
Yeah.
probably 70, so 68. You were probably 3 or 4
Yeah.
when I started
Yeah.
watching you.
Yeah.
Her mom and dad asked us if we could watch
Mhm.
their baby while they
Mm.
were on these pack trips, so
Mhm.
that's how we got to
Yeah.
know each other.
So she's my godmother. So she came here to keep me in line, basically. No,
I did, that's right.
Spicy.
I actually need it.
That's
But
right.
yeah.
Well, with all those brothers, I can imagine trying to keep up.
Yeah.
You
No,
got to
I
hold
had
your own.
great time being with Phil and Wendy. I always loved it, and I don't know how good of a kid I was. Probably pretty spicy back then.
She was really a good kid. She was great.
Yeah, that's where I first got interested in music, was through Wendy, and she would always have music playing a lot, and then she played the piano, and then she played the auto harp, and
Wow.
would sing. And so as I got older, she taught me a couple songs, and we would have fun with that. And then
Then she left me in the dust.
no, I don't. I'm sitting right here.
That's right.
And then we went to Gordon Lightfoot and Joan Baez's
Joan Baez,
concerts, and they
yeah.
would take me with them when I got older. And yeah, our friendship has lasted a long time.
So when did you think music was going to be something that you really wanted to do?
Wow, that's a really good question. I started teaching myself guitar at about 10. I think it was because that's where I escaped anything that bothered me. And I was a lonely kid. I didn't have a lot of people my age around me. And my brothers were older and kind of doing their own thing, And so I go up and play Dad's guitar in his room. That's where I started doing it. And he kind of noticed me doing it. And he encouraged it.
Good.
And he said, yeah, go ahead, you can play it. And then a few years later, he gave me that guitar for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
And
But
it
that
really
was a big
encouraged
day.
it. And then by 14, I think I was playing at the potlucks and, weddings. People had weddings. I know Jim and Lorinda Bond, I played at their wedding up here when I was 14. I even wrote them a wedding song.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
So I just got to be more fun than anything during those years. And then I didn't get serious about it till my early 20s. And then I thought, well, this is something I think I really want to do. And of course, you hear all the chatter about that's not a career, that's a hobby,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I hear that in real estate a lot.
I think most people say
Where'd you get
that
a real job?
on most things. Yeah.
Yeah, most things. Any entrepreneur thing is like,
Yep.
yeah. It's,
that's true. Yeah, they know.
So then you started it when you were in your
In
20s.
early 20s. And then I moved out of here when I was 24. And that was like the same year our mother passed away, 91. And then kind of did the old, where did I work down when I went down there? At the sheds. I worked at Peterson's Waterfront. And then I finally started apprenticing with Care Accounting.
Okay.
And then did a couple years with them there. And then I went out to Manson and worked for Seabay Hardware. And I was their full charge bookkeeper out there and learned a lot. And they're great,
Yeah, they're
wonderful
great,
people.
yeah.
They became like a second family to me.
Yeah.
Harold's passed on, but Nancy, I
Has he?
haven't seen her in
Yeah.
a while.
I
But
bought a lot of pipe from him.
yeah,
when we were
yeah,
young.
yeah. Remember those days?
Yeah, replanting all the orchard.
Yeah, and Gina and we
All the
made
kids.
good friends. Yep, all the kids. So that was
Sean.
a really good experience out there.
I missed that, yeah.
Yeah.
Those were good times. And Ray's Food Center was there.
Yep. That
Ray
was.
McClellan,
Yeah.
Buddy
Yeah.
McClellan.
Right. Buddy McClellan. Yeah, he kept keeping things spicy. Speaking of spicy.
Yeah, right. That store, that dog,
Yeah.
that tavern.
He kept
That-
him
that
kind of, kept us all entertained on this end sometimes too. But
Buddy Junior's doing good.
good. I haven't seen him in a long
Yeah,
time.
He sold the tavern. He's traveling.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he's
good.
doing
I'm glad to hear that.
Lonnie's doing good. I
Good.
just saw Brian McClellan at my son's wedding.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I saw that. Yeah, and Quinn was there too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the wedding.
He was in the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. His son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mason just turned 29.
Wow.
So he's working in excavation with us now on our projects.
Great.
Working with Todd Corrigan.
Wow.
So he went to the Marine Corps for 5 years, but then
I knew he'd gone into
Got
the
a-
service. Yeah, great.
and my daughter's an audiologist, so she's always telling me I can't hear.
What'd you say?
What?
Is it you can't hear? You just don't listen.
I said, I tested with you. I can hear fine. She
Test
goes,
for
"Dad,
selective
I-
hearing?
I
Yeah.
was in college, Dad.
I'm
That
thinking
was
it's
10 years ago.
You're not
Yeah,
listening.
selective hearing.
Right.
He learned that in real estate. What'd you say? No, it's fun. It's fun to watch him. And Quinn's a great kid.
He is. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was even doing yoga with me for a while.
Was he?
Really?
Excellent. Oh, he knows a lot about that.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, my wife
Fitness
was an
and-
instructor, so
Yes, I know that.
she's like,
You got pretty blessed by that, by the way.
I did. Yeah. That's my listing presentation. I go, here's a picture of my wife. If I can get that, I can sell your house.
She's a sweetheart too, so that makes
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Good.
I was single for like 20 years where I wasn't married. I mean, serial dating probably, but
serial dating.
just looking for the right one. You know?
That's something we don't do in Stehekin. We don't do
It's probably
serial
not a
dating.
good idea.
That's probably not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. So what did you do as a kid to entertain yourself here? When you didn't have a lot of friends, did you just
Well, that's
hiked a lot?
Or was just life here entertaining? You didn't-
life was. I think life was busier than most people think it is. I think our parents worked hard. My brothers were all
Chores.
working. I had chores. I had things to do when I was young, and I know the kitchen, stacking the kitchen wood and milking the cows before I went to school and after I got home, and so there was always chores to do. So we were hardly bored as kids.
Right.
You know, there was plenty to be done. And the good news is we didn't have TV and stuff. We could
Right.
listen to the radio a little bit, but our dad wasn't crazy about it being on all the time. I remember listening to the baseball games. Mom liked baseball, so she'd have those on some. And that was fun. And then we had a few of those old vinyl records. We could play a few of them for a little while, and then Dad would get tired and like, turn that off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody
Time
give
to go
us
to
a
bed.
new record.
Yeah, exactly.
Please, send one up. This is
Yeah.
killing me.
But then Mom played mandolin and Dad played guitar, so sometimes we'd sit around and
So you had a
you know,
musical
sing along.
family.
yeah.
When you said when your mom was doing packing trips, was that mainly for hiking or hunting? Or?
So mainly for hiking on her side. She did what they called the hike and like it trips. And they did some pretty big ones back in the day, and they kind of became popular with like the Wenatchee World. They did a lot of trips. 30-some people a lot of times they used to be able to take back
Pack
then.
train. Yeah.
So she'd have one brother be the support for her, and she'd usually Craig or Jim or Tom or Mark or somebody like that, depending on what year it was. And she would do those trips, and then Dad would do the riding trips where they could take, I think back then, like 12 riders at some point.
Wow.
And
they
so
would
then
just go
he'd have
deep up into the Cascades.
yeah, they were all different trips scheduled in different areas. So they had an itinerary of the trips, and they'd send that out in January to their large mailing list that they wisely developed over the years. And so they'd send that out to their mailing list, and then they'd get the feedback and usually had the trips booked before the season started.
Was that their primary source of income?
Yes. Yep.
And
sure
that was the Raines family owned the Lady of the Lake for a long time, and then recently that was purchased by Braun
Brown and Reed.
And
and
Reed.
Reed Courtney.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. So
Dad also went out and spliced cable. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but that's something that was kind of rare. He would go out to like Alaska in the wintertime and
okay,
splice
kind of
to keep all our many mouths fed.
Yeah, sounds like he was a hard worker too.
Yeah, 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 they definitely were. Both of them were. Yeah.
I bet it was. So at that time when you came in there, 1970, right? That was the year you came. I bet seeing it in National Geographic magazine, which was kind of that's how you got here. You said you shared that you saw
Well,
it,
yeah.
and then you and your
I
husband
don't know
Phil.
if that's how we got here, but that was
inspired you.
interesting, sparked our interest for sure.
And then when you first got here, what do you remember like what your feelings were at the time?
We lived, it was seasonal the first year,
Okay.
and we were near the Golden West Lodge at the landing. We were in a little cabin right there. And I loved my life. It was very simple.
Just
I
fell in
had
love.
I just a little cabin and had a clothesline out in front. Didn't have a car. I'd just go down to the landing, visit with Paul Bergman.
Oh, wow.
You know, I really didn't get up the valley to see anything until that fall.
Yeah.
And then we came back next year, and then that's when this happened. And we've been here ever since.
Yeah.
But,
And how many kids did you have
I
here?
have two, Brun, and then my daughter Liv, who passed away just 3 years ago.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's tough.
Kind of suddenly, yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Where did you guys move from? I think I might have missed it.
Oh gosh, we were pretty. Well, my husband's from California.
Okay.
He's from Fresno, and I'm originally from New Jersey. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long story.
That's good.
That's cool.
But we met actually. My vocation was nursing, and Phil was working in Yosemite for the Park Service and seasonally, and I worked at a little hospital there in Yosemite, so that's how we met. And then we just kind of went from place to place for a couple of years, and one of them was, we went to the Tetons. Phil wanted to learn how to ski, so we went to Winter Park for one winter. We were just kind of bouncing back and forth until we came here.
Oh, that's
I still
cool.
feel like I'm transient, but I've been here for 50 some odd years.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that you guys like went to all these different places and then you came here and you stayed
And
here.
we stayed here.
You didn't keep
Phil
bouncing.
Just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Just really, Phil fit here really well, and
Oh.
I think I tried to fit it too.
I think
fit
you've
here
done
very
well.
Yeah.
As a nurse, were you the go-to when somebody scraped their knee and got hurt?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I was about. I mean, that's what you
Where's
do
Wendy?
up here. If you need. Now, fortunately, we have two paramedics, so that's.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
things haven't, I used to come here a lot as a kid and a few times as an adult. But it doesn't seem like things have changed from the outside looking in that much. There's probably more people than there was, but I don't know.
No, I always say I was thinking that probably would come up, and so I was counting them.
Oh, you did.
Well, sort of like it's hard to count because when you talk about think people that live here year round. I think we have about 90 to 100 people that live here year round, and then we have people that have cabins that
Mhm.
come up and come and go. But
Yeah.
And that has to be
but it
what,
changes
in the early 70s and 80s, was it about the same?
pretty much.
Yeah.
I think so.
50 to 100 people probably.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
To me, it seems like there's less people, but I guess. it's
Yeah, I
just-
think. Well, there might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
I haven't
seem like
counted
it.
like you.
Yeah, there's less. There's
Yeah.
less families.
Yeah. Yes.
You know,
Definitely.
the Park Service had families here sometimes that were in school and
Mhm.
stayed longer, but that's not so right now. But
Yeah, it's interesting
Yeah.
with this kids that are in sports or in theater or in music. They're starting, it seems like, from birth. Like, and often you're playing one sport now, and a lot of kids are so competitive, and there's so many clubs that it seems like that would make it harder for some to move here. But on the other hand, maybe, and some people that were here that were wanting to do that probably had the pressure to do the opposite, where to get my kid into that, I have to get there earlier than the 8th grade or 9th grade. And that's always been the case where you could go down and participate and live here, participate there, go to school in Chelan, or really wherever you could find a place. And so was it, over the years, did you find that it was like half and half? The kids would go to high school after 8th grade, or did they just, most kids say homeschool, and I'm just in love with this place, or is it just kind of a mixture?
it's a mixture. It seems like now most kids choose to homeschool. We chose to. When Brun graduated, he and Mike Barnhart were the last to graduate from the old school. That was in '88. So, and then we moved to Manson. Took my daughter with me. She went into 5th grade there, and went through school in Manson. 8 years.
So
of
Brun
that.
graduated high school what year?
He graduated from high school in '88.
Yeah, so a year behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He remembers you in school.
Yeah, I remember him too. Didn't he marry
Married Mindy
Yeah,
Jeffers.
Mindy, yeah.
Right?
And Todd was in my grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd, Frank, and Dallas.
hmm
Yeah, that was fun.
And he married Mindy Jeffries.
And then I remember Pitts
Tom.
Don
Tom
Pitts.
Tom Pitts, yeah, came down. I remember him in high
Tom.
school.
Right. Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, he was a year or two ahead of me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun. A lot of memories for you guys.
Yeah.
Now you're living here full time.
I am. I moved back 3 years ago because I lived in Chelan for well over 30 years. Yep.
Let's go back to your Nashville conversation. Like, how did that happen?
Well, let's see. When I went out, I started making connections with different people, trying to get known a little more. So I sent some demo tapes off different places. And do you remember Chuck Lintert, who built the guitars? So he had a lot of Nashville connections.
Do you have a
So-
music store?
I don't.
Remember
He had a place where he built guitars. I don't know if it was a music store, but he
Do you
had
remember
a-
the music store that was above
Yeah.
by the museum?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
remember him being a
upstairs.
part of that, but
I
yeah,
worked
there
there
was a
for
music store.
I worked there for a bit.
Did you? I might have seen you in there because when Rob Bloom and Ray were in there, I frequented that quite a bit. I did some guitar lessons with Rob.
I think he liked me because I could sell stuff, but I wasn't very musical.
Right?
No,
Oh,
I could play the heck out of Mary Had a Little Lamb in 6th grade. I was first chair for a solid 3 weeks.
that's good. That's good.
Then they said, you should probably play football.
And then they're like, here, we're passing grade.
Yeah, you
It's
probably-
about strength and weaknesses. There.
I have a funny story about when I was in college, though. It's kind of I guess I'll share it. So I was in college.
It's a good way to start a story.
Attractive girl was the piano teacher, and so I started taking piano lessons. and,
Yeah, I wonder why.
yeah. And I started playing the piano, and then one day she looks at me and she goes, "You're just memorizing everything. You don't hear anything." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I don't think this is for you." I was like, "You sure?"
Yeah.
And no. I said, "But I have your number. Get out."
That's about how fast it went.
2
Huh?
weeks, solid.
She figured it out.
Back to the
didn't
basketball gym I went. But I
she?
tried.
That's good.
Tried. I say I could barely draw a stick man. My dad was the artist, though. He was good. He had the artistic side. I'm not, I love it. I mean, it's one of those things when I hear somebody and you're going to sing. You're going to sing, right?
No.
No, just you're going to sing.
I tried to get it.
When I,
Duet. Let's go.
when I see somebody that, like my partner is a classical pianist, so it's kind of funny though, I mean, he went all the way through college on a scholarship and Mozart and Bach and all that. He's such a perfectionist, just the weight of the key. And I mean, now he doesn't play very much because in his mind, he's no good. But the rest of the world listens to him, and I'm just like, oh my goodness.
That's how that happens a lot.
Does
You
it?
don't see yourself the way other people see you.
But when I watch
A
guys,
lot.
people that can sing or play music, any music, I'm just like, wow, it's just amazing. I mean, I'm really in awe.
Yeah. Yeah, music's a powerful thing, and it's a good therapy. It can be healing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was better at the player piano.
You were. Huh?
You turn it on.
Those are pretty easy to play.
Yeah, I could feed the thing with the little music sheets.
Yeah.
George Schultz and my dad were friends, and Christmas we'd always go to their place, and he had a player piano, and I said, I could play this one. Good job,
Wind it
Russ.
up and sit down.
Yeah, very good too.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. So when you decided Nashville because that was every person's dream, right?
Well, no,
Nashville.
I just knew that's where the connections were as far as songwriting, and I was writing songs. So what
great
really kind
songs.
of got me a jump start was Lou Tice and a man named Rob LeBeau, who was a friend of Lou Tice's. And Rob had heard me, been to several of my little local shows. And he said, I'm going to take you up and introduce you to a man because I think you can open for Willie Nelson. And so he loaded me up in his black Suburban. I remember the night. Well, I was so stinking nervous. And me and my guitar, and we went up and in front of Lou's entire family, which is now Cassia Lodge, by the way, in case you ever go there. That was their big home, their big mansion. And so I had to sit in the little foyer area down there in front of all his family and audition. And I was going, I don't know if this is a good idea, Rob. I don't seem like the kind of person that can open for Willie Nelson, and so on and so forth.
That was crazy.
And it was an instant yes. And so that was my first kind of big thing that I did. They had me back the next time he came too, and it was Roger Whittaker and him. And so I kind of got started with the bigger names in TWISP that were coming in, and tractors and Hal Ketchum, and so I kind of had a band when I opened with them, and so I started getting a little bit of traction there with things going. And then Chuck came on board with me and gave me the Bluebird Cafe and several different connections, and then he gave me the name of a man named Gene Breeden in Nashville that he'd been friends with, and so that's kind of how that got started.
And so tell me about your career. How did it work out? What did you like?
Well, that's interesting. When I was in Nashville, I had some opportunities. We visited a few studios, because that's what you do. You know, you knock on doors and you see what kind of results you have. And everybody does it down there. And like Reba McEntire says, in your Nashville, you can throw a rock at somebody and hit somebody who's more talented than you. You know, and it's true. It's the talent, the amount of talent was really good for me to go there. It was really humbling, very, very humbling. And I realized, you know, okay.
How bad you want it?
Well,
Yeah.
these people are, I mean, they play in the studios all day. They play the Opry at night, and they make like $25 a day.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody thinks you're making lots of money. You know,
Yeah,
you do it because they love it and because they're good. So it was really good for me to learn that, and it humbled me down a little bit. Definitely, the first time I went there, it was good. It was good for me to have that experience. So while we were there the first time, the studio had arranged for me to meet some particular recording people, bigger in the recording area. So Sony Music was one of them. I had a meeting with them, and they were willing to contract with me, and they did want me, which was amazing. But Gene Breeden, very smart man, said, you don't want to just take this willy-nilly. You want to go and talk to your attorney. You want to go and think about this. He said, because it's going to majorly change your life.
Yeah.
And so, long story short, this can get long, sorry.
That's
No,
perfect.
please.
They wanted to do plastic surgery on my face.
Oh wow.
What?
They had, yeah.
Was
They
this
wanted
in
to
the
market
contract?
me.
Oh.
So this kind of is, for some of you that aren't involved in the music business, this is the ugly side of the music business.
Yeah.
And you look at people like, I'm going to say Taylor Swift, and you might think she's a happy girl. I wonder, I really wonder how much of her is just owned by her record companies, and I hope not, but it sure can be a reality in the music world. And I did go and think about it. I didn't sign, and I thought, I got a family at home who will never know me. They'll never know who I am. I'll go off on this big wild ride, and they'll make me somebody I'm not, and I chose not to. I did go back to Nashville a second time in '99 and record with Gene, because I really liked, you know, meeting people. Met a lot of really neat people, met a lot of talented people. So.
And you always had the passion for music, and you still do.
I
it
did. I
seems like.
still do.
Yeah.
I'm not as crazy about, like I traveled with the band for 12 years doing music,
Wow.
you know, and I was still working at the bank then too. So I would, you know, have reversed my schedule on weekends. I don't know how I did it, because I can do it now. So they're still doing it. Some they're like in their 70s. They're still doing it. They're trying to pull me back in. I'm like, I like to sleep on weekends. Thank you very much. You know?
Not in a car.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yep. And now you moved back to Stehekin, where it's just a little bit slower and back in time almost.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
I like to write songs. I'm heavy into writing, and you know, my faith has changed over the last few years. So a lot of songs are, and this new song is a faith-based song.
Nice.
And yeah, so I feel a lot of inspiration up here for sure, and the time to breathe a little bit to do it.
When you write a song, are you compelled to then try to sell the song, or how does that work? Or you just do it for
I'm
yourself?
over that
Yeah.
anymore.
Was
but
that part of the original, like when you're in music, is that what you...
originally,
That's
yeah.
one way you can do it. You're a songwriter, and then someone else sings.
Yes. Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be fine with that. But I'm not hooked. I'm not like caught up on the, you know, what I expect out of a song. I've learned that that's not healthy anyway. You just never know
Yeah.
when a song is going to take off or when it isn't. You really don't know.
Right. Isn't that
So-
strange? Like, you probably have seen in your career a song, and you think, oh, that's all right. And then it goes straight to the top with some
Yeah.
artist. And then
I've had friends that's happened to, and they're blown away. You
and then
know?
other songs are like
Yeah.
unbelievable, and they just
Right.
never go anywhere.
Like that was a cover song. Yeah, exactly. You just do not know what people
What's
are what's gonna touch people, and at the right time, the right place.
And then, like you
Yeah.
pointed out, when you're not in any industry, I mean, what goes on behind the scenes is so intense,
Yeah.
and there's so many sacrifices that you probably don't know that's
Yeah.
happening. You know, in rodeo when I was doing that, you saw a lot of those cowboys that were, you know, this many make it to the national finals, and to do that, you're sacrificing everything,
Right.
usually,
Yeah.
or you're owned by somebody,
Yeah.
and they're, you know, getting you everywhere, and you're
Yeah.
giving them the money, and
Mhm.
it's just, it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like how bad you really want it, because it's going to come with something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels kind of like, it felt like to me that you're kind of selling your soul, you know, because I feel like the things that I write and the way I play sometimes, you know, it isn't marketable to the bigwigs. So they're like, you know, we're going to have you do this, and we're going to, well, that part we're going to change. I'm like, no, you're not, because that's just not me, and I'm not going there.
Yeah, change
Yeah,
this
you got
word,
you got to be
change
authentic.
Spicy, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I am.
that. The album,
And if she
Spicy.
wasn't, she might have
But
made
I'll
a
tell you
different
what, being
decision.
spicy in the music business was an advantage.
Yeah.
And if you don't think Reba and Dolly are not spicy, they are
No,
very
they are
spicy.
yeah.
I bet you met a lot of people in your
I
travels.
did get to meet a lot of people, and I think it was the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, you know, I got to meet people that most people, and be on a, like this kind of a level with them, that most people don't ever get a chance
Yeah,
to.
well, that's the
Just the
definition
human
of
level.
success. Doesn't mean money, doesn't mean fame. It
Absolutely.
can success can be just in your heart, you
Yeah.
know, and just feeling
Yeah.
content and-
Exactly.
and finding
That's
yourself where you
success.
need to find yourself when you
Yeah.
need to find yourself. Like
Finding what
sometimes.
your purpose
Yeah.
is on the way. Yeah, absolutely.
It's always a journey,
Yeah.
right? I tell my agents in real estate, I go, if you're focused on the money,
Yeah.
this isn't the business for you.
Right.
I mean, I think the anticipation of success, whatever that is to you, is more valuable and more fun than success itself.
Yeah.
You know, it's really just a journey, and we all have one, right?
Right.
I mean, and then
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's like
Yeah.
we never know what's going to happen if we're open-minded and empathetic and try to learn from mistakes. I call it wisdom through scar tissue.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Fail forward, fail fast, fail
That's
often.
right. Yeah, fail
In
forward.
fact, my partner told about my son. He goes, Mason's learning, you know, he's maturing and he's learning fast. But my partner said, well, we just need to get him to make 100 mistakes.
Yeah.
He hasn't made his 100 mistakes yet, you know, or the 10,000 hour rule, or however you want to. You know,
Yeah.
there's a and to have a friendship and partnership that we have now, where we're trying to do the right thing for people, and in real estate for essential worker housing, and some things that we have that are big goals, and then to have somebody realize that, to take your family along with that, and understanding that failure is good. I mean, you win or you fail. Right, so you win, you learn. I mean, failure and learning kind of go hand in hand. I don't really remember winning and having things come easy that I learned much from.
Right.
Usually gets me in trouble.
Exactly. Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah.
Pain causes the change.
Yeah, pain comes with change. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of places for rent up here now, or is it pretty much booked up?
Not really.
Not really,
A lot of
no.
the summer places are short-term rentals,
Yeah.
and then there's some in the winter, but it's pretty rare.
Did the
Yeah.
SDR restrictions? I haven't heard about how that affected here.
I think they're still working on
I
that with
think
the
they are
county.
still working
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite the change, you know. I
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
And down lake, you know, with Manson and the South Shore. And
Right.
we just had a deal the other day. There's a 200-foot rule now where if someone else has done it, you can't do it. It's kind of complicated.
Yeah, there's always loopholes.
Mm-hmm.
What about if you were, lived here full time? What are like special things? Because I don't know that much about Stehekin. I mean, I grew up, we, talked about it a lot. I grew up in Wenatchee, but I've never been here. So like, if you were a local and you lived here year round, what special
What will
things?
we tell you should
Yeah,
do?
like what are the special things that you
Harvest
guys?
Fest, right?
Yeah, Harvest
Yeah.
Fest. Like, what are the special things that like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know just coming for a day or for a weekend?
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. What do you think? What is your
Well,
answer?
we had events here. I mean, as far as like Harvest Fest is, and here we have in the spring we have it's called the Trillium Festival. That's a musical festival. It's usually at the school.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Is that where
and-
everybody comes to sing and play instruments and music? Does
yeah.
that live up here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
they are visiting. Either
It's-
way, they can come.
Yeah. Anybody can perform.
Yeah.
And we used to have a choir for years. We don't
Yes.
anymore.
Yeah,
Darn.
get on that again, will you?
Yeah, come on. You're slacking.
It's orchestrated choir.
Spicy over here says you're slacking. She's sweet.
That's right. She's sweet. Don't let her fool you. It's not good. Yeah.
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 So that in the spring, and then on the foundation over there, we have we have a square dance,
Oh, that'd be fun.
and we have callers that come, and then we have a band up here called the Agnes on Fire, and they perform on the platform once a year, so that's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are kind of the main events, I think, huh?
Those are, yeah, quite a
And
few
we have the
events.
bakery
Yeah, we always have the bakery and the ranch.
and the
Do you have-
ranch,
Do you have
right?
a church up here?
There's a community church that
Community
meets every
church.
Sunday here. Yeah. Yeah.
They probably have music there too. on
They have
Sundays.
worship. They don't have a lot of music.
Mm.
They worship, but they don't. It's not really well planned. A lot of times it's just, yeah.
Spontaneous,
We're like,
good.
let's just come together.
Yeah.
It's honestly
good.
just the
It's very
spirit
good.
that counts.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it's about, not performing anyway. So
When you were growing up, did
Yeah.
you fish in the river?
I did.
Do you have all
Yeah.
the secret holes figured out?
Yeah. No. My brothers
She's
did,
not
but I
going to
didn't.
tell you.
So I had one hole that I did across from the ranch. So I used to go over in the summertime and catch a fish for breakfast. And if I didn't do it, Mom would get up and go, "Where's my fish?" But I think maybe I have forgotten how to fish
Yeah.
by now.
I'm sure the floods have changed things.
Oh yeah, it's changed. The river's changed a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. It's so pretty in all 4 seasons up here. It's
Yeah.
like distinct. You know?
And there was a major fire around here last year, right?
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
were smoked in for quite a while.
Yeah.
And we had a fire, actually.
Yeah, it was
along
close by, right?
there. Yeah.
It got really close to town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were all worried about, you know.
Yeah, we
a
were
big
concerned
deal.
a bit too.
Mhm. I'm sure.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And getting back to your question on what people would do if you're not just a visitor, I think the heart of it is getting to be a community and getting to know each other. You know, the having the dinners and the getting to have friendships with the people that are living here. And the other thing is artistic, and to learn something. It's a great time and space to learn something new. Like the last couple of years in the wintertime, I knew I had to keep my mind busy. So I got my naturopath certification and I got a nutritionist certification. I mean, the things you can do online on the colleges, you got the time to do it. And then painting. And so there's an opportunity to do a lot if you want to.
Write a
but it
book.
takes a little bit of pushing
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of authors up here. You know,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your time.
There is a lot of authors up here. Yeah, we have a couple pretty
Yeah,
well-known authors
yeah.
up here.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
I have a plan to go to Alaska. Maybe I'll come to Stehekin for 3 months.
There you
and-
go.
Well, you can do podcasts up here. I mean, that's a good enough excuse.
Yeah, I
isn't
love
it?
it. I got my boat like 3
Lots of
times this
material
year.
up here.
I have a great boat that I look at a lot.
Yeah.
It gives
Throw
me
money
good-
at it.
Yeah, it floats. It's good. My kids have always loved the toys.
Yeah.
I tend to not use them much.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun today, boys. Just like it's one of those grateful moments. So again, very appreciative of you
It's good. Yeah.
not firing me for being late.
Yeah, we had to stop at the bakery
Yeah.
and we had to get the famous
I knew
baked
right where to
goods
find
and
In my
sandwiches.
defense, that cinnamon roll was
We did eat
very
that quick.
powerful.
Good.
Yep.
I'm going to blame the cinnamon roll.
Yep.
Magnetism.
That's all right. You can usually find anybody at the bakery.
That's right.
Mhm.
I figured that's where you'd end up.
They're
Yeah.
busy. I'm surprised how many people.
Yeah, they
Oh,
they
yeah.
stay busy.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
very popular. And
Yeah.
this time of year, the crest hikers are coming through too. So
Pacific Crest Trail, yeah. So it's,
yeah.
how far is the trail itself from here? Do you know?
I don't know that answer. Do you, Wendy? I'm not a crest
Where
hiker.
it starts in the park here.
Like the trail goes,
Up over.
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah.
deep it goes?
Yeah.
it's like 10 miles, 15 miles.
Well, let's
it's
see.
longer than
It's
that,
from
I
Bridge
think.
Creek.
So Bridge Creek is
Yeah,
7 miles
it's
from
your place.
my place.
And that's 7 miles.
You go over Cascade
That's
Pass.
about 15 miles.
there.
isn't it?
The 15. Oh,
Yeah.
How
okay.
far is High Bridge from here?
I thought he meant the whole trail.
Oh no, he's just talking about the leaving from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 14 or 15 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is High Bridge is what, 5 miles?
So
3 miles?
From the landing
From
is
where we're at
11
right
miles.
now.
yeah.
Oh.
11 miles
yeah,
from landing.
So, yeah.
Right.
I know it. I usually think from where my house is, so then I have to really stop and think
Yeah.
when we're here.
We don't do math in Stehekin. That's the rule. It's all music.
I was never an accountant, don't
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can do math for other people. That's okay. No judgment.
Where's that calculator thing?
Yeah.
Where's ChatGPT?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I just
Now, don't get me
just said
started.
that.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah, my family. I just asked the question: what is a good AI thing to have on my phone, and they said chat. So,
Chat-
and I,
ChatGPT.
and I asked it a question the other day. They said, "That's a very good question."
Did they give you an answer? Did they answer it?
They
though?
did. They
Oh,
answered
okay.
it so well.
Darn.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really,
scary.
yeah.
You wait till your phone
Frightening.
starts talking to you.
Yeah.
And you accidentally, I hit a button
Don't
and
scare
this,
people.
it started saying things that had been like listening to my day.
Oh, they
Oh,
listen,
yeah,
they
100%.
listen.
And it was
Yeah,
like,
it's-
oh, you know,
yeah.
how are the dogs doing? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's kind of scary. I'm very polite in case it turns alive. And
Yeah,
tracks
we
me
always
down.
say please and thank yous, but I did hear
It's like,
that every time you
in
say
movies.
thank you, it costs like a bottle of water because of the energy. They keep all of the software and stuff cold with
Oh, I
water.
Oh.
Yeah, all of the
I
servers.
see.
And so every time you say anything, you're basically like every word or every 2 words is like a bottle of water worth to keep the
So I'm gonna feel
software
guilty all
cool.
the time.
You should. Yeah. Stop
Appreciate
using
that.
it.
So you don't get on your phone and go, thank you, 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 thank you.
I'd be polite, but I'm not going to waste the water. So don't crush my soul when you get a chance. Yeah, who
Wow.
knows where that's going, man.
Oh.
Who knows? They're building that huge facility in Malaga, right?
Mhm.
Microsoft, that
Yep.
SL server
Wow.
farm. Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Spooky.
it is. It's wild. And it's getting to where
Just
it's-
live up here, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
that'd
we're
be
not
good.
exempt from up here, really.
Yeah. Starlink got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starlink is here.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, like you said, there's a positive though. You know, you could do things online that you
Yeah,
could,
there is a positive side
you
to it,
couldn't,
definitely.
couldn't do
Yeah.
before.
It gets rid of 2 satellite dishes. No,
Yeah.
that's my third, but
Oh, or is
I
it?
have a Starlink.
You finally got
but
Starlink.
That works amazing, doesn't it?
That was my question, actually. Why is it that I only need 1 satellite to get internet and TV? And
Yeah.
so it answered me
Wow.
that, yeah.
Hmm.
So that was, now I don't really understand either, but no.
But at least it gave you
No,
an answer.
but satellite is through internet, and
Right.
yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
So,
Things change, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was in real estate when the fax machine wasn't really invented, so it's like
You're dating yourself now.
I remember going, "What's this JPG thing?
Yeah.
What's an email?
That's funny.
What's a JPG PDF?"
I had all those learning curves myself, so I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
The funnest one in real estate was I bought this. I've always tried to be an early adopter. I'm just crazy that like to get into things. And this camera came it was a Sony camera. And you remember the 3.5-inch hard disk? It went in the back of the camera and took 10 pictures. And that was like my agents back in the day were like, "Wow, that's so cool." But then they'd fight over the one camera. Who's Joe's keeping the camera? Like, no wonder he's getting more listings than me. It's not the camera. All right. No, it's just fun how things always evolve. And we say that a lot, that we look back on the past and we always pretend it's been just all perfect and rose-colored glasses, but it's messy. Past is always
Life
messy.
is messy.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
We tend to get, it's
Yeah.
how you handle it, what happens to you is not really as much to do with it as what you do next.
Yeah.
Adversity
true.
strikes all of us in various ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is true, and I think that's what's nice about things like this is that you can actually have a heart-to-heart with somebody, and not,
Well-
you can say, you can get some of the ugly in
And
there
thank
too.
you for
like with
turning
Spicy.
Sweetie from Spicy onto our podcast. And thank you for watching, Spicy. What has been, do you remember, have you watched a couple?
I've watched 3 or 4 at least, but maybe more than that. My thing is I put them on at night, and then if I'm not careful, I'll fall asleep, and then I'll have to try and get
I'm
back
glad
to
I
it.
can help. Pretty
But I
exciting,
think a
Russ.
lot of people are. My family, when they heard that we were going to do this, they knew
Yeah.
they've watched
Oh,
them.
that's
yeah,
nice.
so.
Yeah, that's nice.
No, I mean, not because they're boring, just because I'm
Well,
in
Tara
the dark.
Tara Kalin was supposed to be here today. She's been busy with her shop, but she had to work. She couldn't find, but she was trying.
Yeah.
Sorry, we missed her. She'll have to come next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
she's kinda busy,
graduated
so-
with Brun and Wendy.
Yeah, she really wanted to come.
And she has a cabin up here, and I know she brings Brody up here at least once or twice a year. I think this is what they do, like right before school starts. They come up for a week.
Yeah. Her schedule just got super busy with the store and Manson.
Yeah,
And
and I think she was talking about Carl. I don't remember his
Carl
last
with the
name.
bees.
With the bees, and I think she said like he sells herbs or garden or something. I can't remember.
He's got a nice big organic garden
yeah.
down
Oh,
there. And
yeah,
then he
yeah.
has the goats and he
Bees.
has the goat cheese and the bees and yeah.
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 It's all the hidden gems when you like get immersed in the community, you
Yeah.
find out.
I know. It's like if I were to answer your question, do I have any more ideas? I'm like, yeah, anybody, Russ.
Yeah, right.
Pick one.
Whoever will say yes.
Yeah.
That works. It's harder when you pin them down. Like,
Yeah.
do this podcast.
Yeah.
But we do find that a lot of people are nervous, and then they get on, and it's like, man, it's easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Yeah.
a conversation you'd have anywhere over a cup of
Well,
coffee.
you're very comfortable to talk to. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's true.
Well, you know, I didn't mention it on the podcast, but I think off air I did. But our goal is, when we started, it was just to help people get to know each other instead of the reputation of something or of each other.
Mhm.
You know, it seems like in smaller communities, what I noticed in talking to a lot of people that I've worked with from Seattle and other cities that moved to Chelan, you have anonymity in a city, right? If you want to go to that bar, you go to that bar. Something happens, you go to that bar. That church, this church. You know, there's just that store, this store. In a small town, you know, that guy's a hardware store guy, or like, you know, Harold West, or that guy's a cop, or that. So you kind of know of people, but you really don't have. Everybody's so busy, too busy, right? And whether it's kids or jobs or whatever, so you don't really get to know them. So you often know them in an industry, in a specific time that you knew them in a specific moment. And that might have been 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And so you kind of carry the weight of whatever you did. Me, it was driving really fast. I used to do all kinds of things, right? So,
Yeah.
and it's been fun to help unite people because we also have a lot of newer faces.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like, you know, my kids are 5th generation from Manson. First traders. They're the first goats in the family, but the rest of us were Trojans. No, I'm just kidding. They're good kids. But, you know, when you think about what the word local means, you'll get a lot of different answers, you know, and being 4th generation, 5th generation, you're 6th generation, 7th generation. I could probably say I'm a local, but I think the person that moved here last year is a local, you know, like, it doesn't really matter as long as, you know, if you're a good person and you know, everybody's,
You live here.
you live
Yeah.
here, you're
Local.
local.
Yeah.
So for and I know a lot of people have their own opinion. My opinion is everybody that lives in an area, you know, you're there. That you're from there now. I mean, you might have not
Yeah.
been there forever, and
You've relocated.
and you don't have to pay homage to the traditional, old school, generational families, but you can respect it. You know, you
Yeah.
can say that's cool.
Yeah.
Just like we can say it's cool that you decided to move to a beautiful place, and if you're a good person, I'll welcome you. You know,
Yeah.
so that's the two kind of goals, if there is any, and it's tend to resonate with people.
Yeah.
I think.
It seems like it's the same up here. You know, everybody just kind of is like
Definitely.
welcoming. You
Yeah.
know.
I'm the
Yeah.
same.
And once I found once you do that, it's already happened with us and with me personally. Once people do that and they're like, oh, he's a person. Oh, she's a person. She's nice. You know, oh,
Exactly.
we're all pretty good. Most people are
Just
good people.
Take the time
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get to know that. Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking about with these podcasts is that, you know, everybody has a story. Everybody has their journey, and it's a wonderful gift to give someone to be able to share that, because it's a basic human need to be understood and to be seen. You know, feel like you're being seen. I think a lot of times people don't feel seen anymore, and people do kind of get, you know, they get whatever their reputation is, right? So they're gonna get title as to whatever their reputation is, but it's nice to be able to see the real side of people and who they really are.
Yeah.
And you know,
100%.
I say grace, generosity, and forgiveness should be a part of your business plan.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean,
Part of your daily life anyway.
kind of like that's we're human. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And if you're out there, you're gonna make mistakes. So.
Yeah.
And
You've done a
intentionally
good
or
thing.
unintentionally, right? Like,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's been fun. It's been a lot, you know, we seem to be picking up traction, and we're going to keep doing it as
It's
long
going
as
to
we.
be more fun.
yeah.
To
Great.
keep, this winter I'll get to listen to more. I'll, you know, just have them on. Well,
Yeah, I hear that a lot of people use Spotify too, so they don't actually watch they
they just listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool. You know, that's what's nice about the various mediums. There's so many different ways that whatever works for you. And some people said we should do a shorter versions of it. And I go, yeah, we can do that too. You know, a lot of people, an hour and a half, hour is a long time, but
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I mean,
You don't feel rushed.
Well,
Like the
when you're
music's going to come on in a minute.
Yeah, and when you're sitting here talking, it's just so natural for it to
Yeah.
keep going, you know,
Yep.
I mean, I wish the
because
camera.
it's just a conversation.
Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, I mean, I was just looking up there, you know, and Hector we kind of did some outtakes on the way up here, and
Good.
you know, Slide Ridge and the lake, and we'll go to the painted rocks thing, and then look at the mountains. You know, you kind of think about where you're at.
You're going to go to Rainbow Falls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take them to High Bridge, Rainbow Falls.
Nice.
Got a
Okay,
video of
good.
some salmon.
All right.
Yeah.
So maybe we won't leave. Your cabins for rent. Rent that one. It's little. I've slept in worse.
Kaz lives there. He might come kick you out. I don't know.
So somebody lives there? See the?
He's one of the people that work for the Park
Oh,
Service.
got it.
Mm.
How fun is that?
Yeah, this is a true special place.
I don't know how fun it is. He gets quite a bit of interruption down here, but
Yeah, he's like, would you guys leave me alone? Came here to be isolated. Well, this is quite. Is this part of the tour that they do from the Lady of the Lake, and then is there a bus that brings
There
them
is a bus that comes
Yeah.
in here.
during the summertime? And they go to Rainbow Falls probably. And
Yeah.
Oh,
stop
that's
at all
cool.
the good places.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a magical moment for people that come from all over the world.
Yeah, it is.
You know, my mom and
Yeah.
dad managed the Holden B&B,
Right.
The Holden B&B
Right.
in Holden Village?
Yeah.
the one down at 25 Mile Creek,
Oh.
the landing place before they came up
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
They have a
Right.
B&B there. My mom and my dad took care of the outside. My mom
Ah.
for about 3 or 4 years before he had a stroke.
Mm.
Yeah, Tom Burnett was real nice and helped him.
Oh.
And it was a special time. It was a rough time for me financially in 2008, and they were kind of with me. So whatever I experienced, they experienced. So being able to, Tom helped through Linda, who was kind of working with Holden, to get that position to have a place to live and have purpose. That was a huge deal for me. I mean, I'm very grateful for Tom, and he's a good dude. So
Yeah.
they loved it. And my mom just, you know, she was natural. You know,
Yeah, I bet she was
just
great.
working with people, so sweet, selfless. Like you said, you know, that generation was just selfless.
Yep.
Yep, we need to bring some of it back.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot to learn from that generation.
If you had to think of one memory as a child growing up here, is there one that stands out that was?
Oh, I think my greatest memories were just like when Dad was alive, when we'd go out riding. And he was teaching me a little bit about riding. He was a really good horseman. Just the moments of those moments with the family and with Dad and Mom, and they're all golden memories.
Mm. Yeah.
Do you find it surprising that 5 of your brothers are still living here, and that you found your way back too?
Yeah. And actually their kids are coming home and having babies here. Yeah.
So something right there.
I think it's
doesn't it?
wonderful because speaking of our selfless parents, we wouldn't have any of that if they hadn't made a way for us to.
Worked
Yeah.
hard.
Because we wouldn't have had any property and we wouldn't have had anything if they hadn't have made a way for us to
Yeah,
do
can you
that.
imagine trying to buy all the land now?
And we probably wouldn't have had all of us living here if we hadn't have. Yeah,
And you guys have
so-
got to keep it in the family for this whole time.
And we have so far.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
cool.
We
easy
don't
to
know
do.
what the other generations are going to do, but we've tried hard.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
easy to do in a family.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen that in real estate all the time. States
Oh.
turn
Messy.
not good.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of dissension is normal, but I've seen it get real weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a blessing
Sad.
that it's
Sad.
been good for you guys.
It hasn't been easy, like you say. There's been there's been its challenges with it, but you know that's life. But yeah.
And embracing
I guess.
tourism, as you know, like your family did differently with the pack trips. That's always been kind of part of the opportunity, right? I mean, that's just what comes with it. And I know my dad used to say, you know, I couldn't wait for Labor Day to get my town back. You know, like
Yeah.
and he understood that tourism was tourism, but he liked the quiet too.
Sure.
And that's one of the. It seems like that's what's kind of nice about that.
That's true here, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very busy in the summer, but very quiet.
And you meet a lot of interesting people.
You can, yeah.
If you want to.
You can.
Sit at the landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few people today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's,
yeah.
yeah.
And some of these PCT hikers, there's some characters.
Oh,
Boy, I'll say.
there's some intense characters probably. That's a big hike.
Yeah.
Their badge of honor is how ripped their clothes can get. It's what I can't hardly believe. But I was just thinking about one I saw the other day. Never mind.
Seamstress, anyone?
Yeah, they call us. There's this little sewing kit that you can put in your pack. It doesn't weigh very much.
That's where Sue Baker comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the
Yeah,
last
I
one
love
in
Sue.
town.
Yeah.
I love Sue.
So Wendy, what do you have one memory that you can remember that jumps out?
Oh, I would say the same as Peggy. It's just the memories of being with the family here and having the community all together and getting along. That was great here. I really was happy to have that happen
still
here.
here.
So yeah, I can't think of any one specific thing, but just family.
That's commonality, right?
Yeah.
Well, you are going to sing for us.
Oh, I am. That's right.
Yes, you are.
I can't wait. Would you mind?
No, I don't mind. I think we're going to do it separately.
We can just set up
Yeah.
shop and
Yeah.
Okay.
yep. Let's do that.
Well,
All
well,
right.
we're going to wrap this up then. I really appreciate you
Yeah.
taking the time.
Well,
and
thanks.
if
Thank you
Nicole was
both.
on time, we'd have been here on time.
Yeah, it's,
Now I've got something to hold
hard to
over
find
you
a good
forever.
trust me, it's always my fault.
Trust me, she holds her own. I work with both of them, and I'm outnumbered. Also, thank you, Wendy, for sharing your
You're welcome.
time, and what a beautiful setting. I'm very, very grateful.
Yeah.
I'm very humbled. So
Yeah.
thank you.
I could do this again and again and again.
Come on back.
Maybe somebody will see this and go, okay, wasn't that bad. We'll
Yeah,
do it."
we'll do it now.
Exactly.
Broke the ice.
We'll come back up.
We blazed the trail.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. All right.
sign off from Small Towns Unscripted.
Worldly me wants to complain about all I've lost and want to gain. Jealousy and fear and shame and strife. King of kings created me. He gives me breath. He sets me free. He makes a way. He is my hope and life. I'm so blessed. Love and mercy walk with me where I go. I'm so blessed. The loving arms of my Savior lift my soul. Keep me blessed. I've been in storms that rattle me. I've been so angry I couldn't see. Unfaithful, conceited, blind and bold. His great wings, he covers me. He comforts me. He gives me peace. Undeserving as I am, he makes me whole. Blessed. I'm so blessed. Love and mercy walk with me where I go. I'm so blessed. The loving arms of my Savior lift my soul. Keep me blessed. The time has come and we must choose of worldly faith or Bible truth. We must trust Him in life and in death. I believe that through it all, if we stand with Him, we won't fall. All His faithful children will be blessed. Blessed. I'm so blessed. Love and mercy walk with me where I go. Blessed. I'm so blessed. The loving arms of my Savior lift my soul. Keep me blessed. Thank you, dear Jesus, for it all. I'm so